After 3 seasons, Tell Me Lies is officially over, and its final twist reframes its worst character. Luckily, much like Oppenheimer promised in her statement, the 8th episode of Season 3 wrapped up most of the series' burning questions. From major splits to the biggest bombshells, Episode 8 was jam-packed with shocking moments and revelations. Among them, of course, was the series' villain, Jackson White's Stephen DeMarco, continuing his toxic ways, but this time with an interesting twist. While some fans of Tell Me Lies deemed that Stephen's storyline would only feel right if he ended up dead in the series finale, there's one thing Tell Me Lies never gave him: a redemption arc. After all, after seasons of him being toxic and abusive to Lucy, Grace Van Patten, and Diana, Alicia Crowder, the worst outcome for Stephen would be him making amends and righting his wrongs. Instead, Stephen is as toxic as ever in the final episode. In the dining hall scene with Wrigley, Spencer House, for instance, he continues his signature gaslighting, saying that Lucy deserves to have her life ruined after the infamous tape of hers goes viral. In one of the final scenes of the episode, Stephen then goes on a rampage at the wedding and calls out everyone on their lies, including Evan, Brandon Cook, and Lucy's secret hookup in Bree, Catherine Missile, and Wrigley's feelings for one another. Stephen's toxic traits then only continued with Lucy in the final scene. After baiting and tempting her to join him in his car, the two drive away from the wedding, seemingly leaving their friends and toxic past behind them. Then, in perfect Stephen behavior, he drives off while Lucy gets them coffee in a gas station. All these scenes, as repulsive as they are, continue to establish the underlying truth of Tell Me Lies. Stephen is and will always be a lying, deceiving sociopath. No time or experience will change that. Megan Oppenheimer revealed the news ahead of the series' Season 3 finale. But while Stephen undoubtedly continued his questionable behavior throughout the finale, the outcomes of his actions were quite different. After he talks to Wrigley about Lucy's tape, and Wrigley pokes at him to find any sense of compassion or empathy for her, Wrigley exacts his revenge. Feeling inspired by his talk with Pippa, Sonia Mena, he calls Yale Law School, reports his abuse, and gets Stephen's offer rescinded. The moment Stephen gets the news, he's livid and confused, not knowing where to direct his anger, after the admissions officer refuses to name a source. In one full swoop, Stephen finally gets a taste of his own medicine. After his wedding speech, another outcome caught viewers by surprise. Instead of Stephen's actions leaving everyone distraught, Wrigley and Bree share a look and sweet smirk after it all goes down. The moment showed that Stephen's whole speech actually liberated them to finally be together. Alone, Bree would have likely never broken up with Evan. So, in a way, Stephen might have blown up a friendship, but his speech was a true blessing in disguise, something he certainly wasn't aiming for. Lastly, Lucy's reaction to Stephen leaving her behind said it all. Instead of feeling angry or breaking down at the gas station, Lucy is relieved and even laughs with a lightness viewers have so rarely seen in her. I love the reaction to it because for the first time, there is a relief in it, as opposed to being destroyed by it, Van Patten told Collider of the moment. It's the first time you see Lucy take it as a sign. It feels like she might be completely done. In other words, while Stephen leaving her was another play in their endless mind games, Lucy is done, and Stephen has finally, and deservedly, lost. With that said, while longtime viewers of Tell Me Lies might still have qualms and questions over the ending, it seems the series has wrapped up Stephen's storyline in a way that feels true to his character, and satisfying all at the same time. While he'll always be the toxic, narcissistic person Lucy fell in love with in Season 1, the people around him are finally getting their revenge, and Lucy is finally starting to let go.